I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. This cupcake is the most dramatic thing to happen so far. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. What? Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? I take a cupcake and I eat it nice. Excellent reference. Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did. Sayori said... Well, maybe. Have we yet to make a choice, by the way? No choices. Except the one where we, like, the one that blew out my eardrums. But not for, you know, you, dummy. But fucker. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? We were all thinking it. It's true. Oh, don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I can't wait to see how you murder us. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Hey, that's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. They also have tiny hands. I meant that... You know... I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. Okay, yeah, the hands are way too small. I'm slowly winning you over with my art critiques. So, what made you consider the literature club? The free cupcakes. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. It's the name of the game, it is the name of the game. Also, the club is going to be fun and exciting for everyone. I'm looking forward to the fun and /or excitement. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. You barely know their names. I realize they're trope-coded for our convenience, but come on. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. The literature that hasn't been discussed at all thus far. So, Ashtasaka, what kinds of things do you like to read? Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. The mangas. There we go, I knew it. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not sure either, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, well, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Log having network issues. Yep, everything seems to be good on this end. It's not me for once. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Is this a warning? Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Dun dun dun! Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Oh, I read a horror book once. One of them. Once. I desperately grasped something I could relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, I just... Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Come on, Monica, you know that's not cool. You don't expose people's creativity like that. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Yay, pretty gay. Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet. I feel so personally called out again. How dare. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aww, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. This is the most awkward club meeting ever, I have to say. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. She was on the other foot now. Isn't that right, Ash Tasaka? Sure! Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind this entire time. I never said I would join this club. Oh my god, that sounds terrible. Yeah, this can only go well. Sayori might have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I would rather die. Yep. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stared back at me with dejected eyes. But... I'm sorry, I thought... Hush Tasaka. You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I worry about you, Protag, my pal. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. What are your priorities? I know it's a dating sim, and I just... They all have different eye colors too. It's true. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Sadboy TM. It's true. I feel like that's going to be the thing that's yelled in stream chat the most about this game. Just every time there's a sadboy moment, sadboy! And that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Yay, more assignments. In school. Presumably Japanese school, which is already full of too many things. No. This is reminding me a bit too much of some sad boys I know. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. I'm interested to see what kind of poem we write, and I hope we have choices available to us. Monica looks over at me once more. Ashtasaka, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. I don't know why. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Help out with the cleaning, you fuckboy. Hey, Ashtasaka, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? And that's right. Sahuri and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. I'm guessing we express ourselves sadly. It seems like the most likely thing. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Depends. Also, I just realized there's saves down here, so let's do that. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Yay! Hello friends, yay! Welcome! I hope work was well. Or good, I should say. Ugh. Time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. I kind of want to write the worst poem in history. So, 1 out of 20? Oh my gosh. You're just in time for something. Workers, Christmas rush is starting. Oof. Good luck with that. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is pick what I think is the most pretentious word. Or the deepest word in order to appeal to Yuri. So I think here we're going with after image. You actually write the poem, we at least have some choice in the poem. Oh, definitely heaven sent here, I don't even need to look at the other words. This set doesn't have quite as good options. I think we want to go for universe. Oh, definitely melancholy here. We are a sad boy TM. Massacre. Ooh, horror. Here we go. I feel like Flea is more authentic. We've got effulgent. Do I want to go with variance or effulgent? I'm going to go with effulgent. This is going to be the most sad boy poem ever. There is no sad boy poem that can trump it. Definitely, ooh, grief. I'm looking at all of the super alarming words here now. He probably doesn't even know what effulgent means. Maybe he heard it in one of his animes. Come on, let's give him some credit. Okay, incongruent. Forgive is a bit alarming, misfortune's a bit alarming. Let's go... Extraordinary is like a long word, but it's not, an impressive word. I think we want to go for either vivacious or infallible. Let's go vivacious. I genuinely have no idea which girl this is going to end up appealing to. Misfortune? Should we go misfortune? Oh well. Clouds broken. Soft Ribbon Precious. Awesome Feather 12 Electricity Disaster. I think we want to go broken here. Like, that's That's a real sad boy. Insight is what I'm leaning towards here. We got Crimson, still alarming. We got if we end up doing like multiple playthroughs of this, we've got to go through this and just pick all of the most alarming words for one of them. Let's go Sensation for this. Death. Yep, okay, we've lost all subtlety. I think I'm going to lean towards Captive. Got that subtle horror to it. Ooh, Atone! Ooh, that's a big one. Incapable, secretive, marshmallow. Secretive for this selection. I wonder if the choices are the same every time, actually, or if they've got a big bank that they pull from. Defeat? Unending? Let's go with unending. Oh, entropy! Holy shit, my dude. Speaking of, where is Dark? Busy, I assume. It happens. That's why we're streaming twice a week now. Sheesh? Don't sheesh me. I'm expressing these words from my heart, Logic. How could you? Starscape, Inferno... I don't like any of these. Disarray, I guess. Depression, meh. Festa. Yikes. Okay, I'll go Festa. Agonizing and paid in the same one? Ouch. Okay, let's go agonizing. Maybe at the very least, we can make a poem that makes them worry about us. I think we can do that. Anime. Unrequited. Infinite. Infinite seems again the most deep. Doki Doki, title drop. Unrestrained. Or hopeless. Okay, gotta make the sad boy choice. I wonder if it will show us a completed poem. I really hope it does. Anxiety, Whisper, Fantasy, Graveyard, Uncontrollable. Okay. Graveyard is what we're going for. Last choice. Family, Extreme, Sadness, Cage, Vitality, Tragedy, Disoriented Journey, Intellectual Scars. I sure hope they don't cop out like that. Yeah, me too. Maybe it does. Like, it goes on what the feel of the words you picked is. Scars? No, Scars is too simple. All of these words are sad boy. I'm kind of leaning towards disoriented. Yeah. Okay, let's see who we manage to seduce with our amazing poem writing skills with a Z. So why do only 3 of the girls show up yet? Oh, that's a good point, actually. Who didn't show up there? Hi again, Ashtasaka. I'm glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. We have one redeeming character trait! We've done it! I don't know who didn't show up, I couldn't tell. I will check when I split up all of the VODs and stuff. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Ashtasaka. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Ugh, I mean, you don't even know. Doing things is just so hard. So hard. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. Please tell me Yuri's being super sarcastic. It's so much better if you read it that way. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Hey, things in common. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Ashitaka always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Yes, that's so. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. First of all, it's called hentai, you uncultured swine. Oh, thank you. I needed that laugh. How come? You and Ashitaka can become good friends, too. This is Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even bought you something today, you know? Oh, wait, Sayori. Huh? Me? Not really. I still vote for dating purple hair girl. If it's in my control, I will try. Yes, this is 100% because I like purple hair. Okay, but still. Her sprite did jump the most during the poem. I wonder if that's a sign that we did manage to pick the right choices to seduce her. Also, I should save now that I've written the poem. I wonder if I can rename these slots. It doesn't look like it. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Wait, did we read the poem? Not yet. We're still dealing with our harem of girlfriends. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So, any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy, no matter what. Is that so? Yeah. I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. We're showing a modicum of sensitivity. Thank you, writers. Oh, alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So, I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it, if you wanted. She's playing with her hair, with her tiny hair. With her tiny hands, not her tiny hair. Her hair is quite voluminous. With actual basic social skills, I'm legit shocked, like me too! This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? God, I'm still reading Yuri being super sarcastic here. I mean, she's definitely got the backhanded compliments down. Whenever I think about dating games, I think about that extract from Nozaki-kun that goes through Tumblr every now and then. That was such a good segment. I keep meaning to watch the whole thing, but like, do I really need anything more than that one segment? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. The number of times I've said that to someone who's given me a book and then not read it. I enthusiastically take the book. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Does it contain warnings about how everything is going to be fucked up soon, I assume? Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica. Oh, we're having the English problems now. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. How long a playtime is this game? Does anyone know? Even if we do look up the playtime, keep in mind the fact that I am reading it out to you guys basically triples it. So I'm expecting this to be a multi-week extravaganza. Like poem reading? If only, if only. How long has it been going? Well now, we've still got another hour left today. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Also hashtag relatable. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Oh, transition. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. I wonder if that means that we did it. We did the poem that would appeal to Yuri. Maybe by the end of the stream we'll have read a poem. We can only hope. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. This is an incredibly slow dating sim, I gotta say, like, Hatterful was a lot speedier paced. Hatterful was definitely trying to rush through the dating elements and get to the true end, I feel. I'm interested, or I find it interesting that this game is taking it so slow. It's letting that build-up intensify. And it's not like you don't know things are going to get weird because it had all the content warnings, so it's just, when? When? More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. Like a creep, probably. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Ooh, sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh. It's fine.